Listen closely, my friends. We live in a world that is designed to break you. People will disappoint you. Plans will fall apart. Things will go wrong. You will face rejection, failure, loss, and pain. And when these things happen, most people crumble. They get angry. They get depressed. They give up. They let external events dictate their internal peace. But it doesn't have to be this way. 2,000 years ago, the ancient Stoics figured out how to build a mind that cannot be broken. They weren't weak people. They were emperors, slaves, senators, and philosophers who faced war, betrayal, exile, and death. And yet, they remained calm. They remained steady. They remained unbreakable. Today, we are going to look at 10 powerful Stoic lessons that will help you build the same unbreakable mind. These are not just theories. These are practical tools you can use starting today. Let's dive in. Number 1. Control what you can control. Let go of everything, else this is the foundation of mental strength. Epictetus, who was born a slave and lived with a disability, said, "Some things are up to us, some things are not. That's it. That's the whole game." You cannot control what other people think of you. You cannot control the economy. You cannot control the weather. You cannot control the past. But you can control your own thoughts. You can control your own actions. You can control your own character. You can control how you respond to what happens to you. Most people waste their energy trying to control things they cannot control. They get angry at traffic. They obsess over what their boss thinks. They worry about things that haven't happened yet. The mentally unbreakable person knows the difference. They focus all their energy on what they can control, and they let go of everything else. This doesn't mean you don't care about outcomes. It means you don't let outcomes control you. Number 2. Your thoughts create your reality. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Think about that. The same event can destroy one person and strengthen another. Why? Because they think about it differently. If someone insults you, you can think, "They disrespected me, I'm worthless," and feel crushed. Or you can think, "Their opinion doesn't define me," and feel nothing. The event is the same. The thought is different. The result is completely different. The Stoics understood that it is not things that hurt us, but our judgment about things. When you master your thoughts, you master your life. When you stop letting negative thoughts run wild, you become unbreakable. Number 3. Embrace obstacles as opportunities. Most people see obstacles as problems. The Stoics saw obstacles as fuel. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This is powerful. When something blocks your path, that obstacle is not stopping you. It is showing you a new way forward. It is teaching you something. It is making you stronger. Think about a muscle. It only grows when you put resistance against it. Your mind is the same. Every problem, every setback, every difficulty is resistance training for your character. The mentally unbreakable person doesn't complain when things go wrong. They ask, "What can I learn from this? How can I use this? How will this make me stronger?" Number 4. Practice negative visualization. This sounds strange, but it is one of the most powerful mental strength exercises the Stoics used. Seneca wrote, "He robs present ills of their power who has perceived their coming beforehand." Here is what this means. Regularly imagine what could go wrong. Imagine losing your job. Imagine losing a loved one. Imagine failing at your goals. This is not about being negative or pessimistic. It is about preparation. When you have already imagined the worst-case scenario in your mind, it loses its power to shock and destroy you. And here is the bonus. When you imagine losing what you have, you start to appreciate it more right now. You stop taking things for granted. The mentally unbreakable person is not surprised when bad things happen. They have already thought about it. They have already prepared for it. And when it happens, they are ready. Number 5. Choose your response. Don't react. There is a massive difference between reacting and responding. When you react, you are controlled by your emotions. Someone cuts you off in traffic and you yell. Someone criticizes you and you get defensive. Something goes wrong and you panic. When you respond, you pause. You think. You choose your action based on your values, not your emotions, Epictetus said. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. The mentally unbreakable person has a gap between stimulus and response. In that gap, they choose. They don't let other people or circumstances control their behavior. They control themselves. Practice this today. When something happens, take a deep breath. Count to 10. Ask yourself, what would the best version of me do right now? Then do that. Number 6. Focus on character. Not comfort. People spend their lives chasing comfort. They want an easy life. They want to avoid pain, difficulty, and struggle. The Stoics did the opposite. They chose character over comfort. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Comfort makes you weak. Challenge makes you strong. When you always choose the easy path, you never develop the mental muscles you need to handle difficulty. The mentally unbreakable person doesn't ask, what is the easiest choice? They ask, what is the right choice? They do what is difficult because it builds character. They face their fears. They have hard conversations. They do the work even when no one is watching. Number 7. Remember that everything is temporary. This is one of the most freeing lessons in Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Everything is only for a day, both that which remembers and that which is remembered. Your problems are temporary. Your successes are temporary. Your pain is temporary. Your life is temporary. When you are going through a difficult time, remember, this too shall pass. When you are enjoying success, remember, this too shall pass." This doesn't make life meaningless. It makes every moment precious. It helps you stay humble in success and hopeful in failure. The mentally unbreakable person doesn't get too high or too low. They know that everything changes. They stay steady in the middle. They keep working. They keep growing. They keep moving forward. Number 8. Do not seek approval. Seek virtue. Most people live their lives trying to get approval from others. They want to be liked. They want to be praised. They want to be accepted. The Stoics didn't care about approval. They cared about virtue. Epictetus said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Let people think what they want. Let them judge you. Let them misunderstand you. Your job is not to control their opinions. Your job is to live with integrity." The mentally unbreakable person does not need external validation. They know who they are. They know what they stand for. They do the right thing even when no one is watching, even when no one applauds, even when everyone criticizes. Number 9. Accept death. Live fully. This might sound dark, but it is actually the most life-affirming lesson of all. The Stoics practice something called memento mori. Remember that you will die. Seneca wrote, "Let us prepare our minds as if we'd come to the very end of life. Let us postpone nothing. Let us balance life's books each day." When you remember that your time is limited, you stop wasting it. You stop caring about petty things. You stop putting off what matters. You start living with urgency and purpose. The mentally unbreakable person is not afraid of death. They are afraid of not truly living. They do what matters now. They say what needs to be said now. They become who they want to be now. Number 10. Build daily practices. Not occasional efforts. Mental strength is not built in a day. It is built through daily practice. Marcus Aurelius didn't become an unbreakable emperor overnight. He wrote in his journal every single day. He practiced his philosophy every single day. He examined his thoughts and actions every single day. Seneca wrote, "Continue to progress, and you will arrive at a point where you will have no more need of the teachings of others." You cannot read one book and be fixed forever. You cannot watch one video and be transformed. Mental strength requires daily repetition. The mentally unbreakable person has daily practices. They might journal every morning. They might meditate. They might exercise. They might read. They might review their day. They do these things not because they feel like it, but because they know that consistency creates transformation. If this gave you something worth practicing, share it with someone who needs to build mental strength. Let them know that an unbreakable mind is not something you are born with. It is something you build. It's good for new Stoic wisdom every single week.